No, Joe, you're not The Rock. You're making a trailer video. Calm down. It's the final episode in the Wave Raider trailer restores, and man, has this been a while. So I originally started this restore over a year ago, but I haven't been being lazy per se. I've been making other videos with other jet skis to give you content of a range of skis, but today I brought it back to the trailer restore to give you the completion of it. So we got some final finishing touches to do, and I promise it's not lots of restore bits. We're going to put in those sexy shiny red fenders which we restored a long time ago now. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch the spraying video. It's really cool. And we've got some other little bits to do, but comically people gave me a little bit of abuse in the comments saying, Joe, you put the bolts on wrong, mate, for the wheels. Don't worry guys, don't stress, I've gone back. I've actually changed them to the right way around now. Remember, I'm learning as much as you guys are, so they're adjusted. Plus I've gone round and put nylon locking nuts on for all the washer and nut police. I love you really guys, thanks for putting the comments. But I'm not going to keep talking, I'm going to put some nice 80s montage music on, and let's get into doing the final finishing touches, cherry on top of the cake, and then you get to see the sexy before and after, and we'll put the Raider on it. So hit the subscribe button and let's get in to the video. So, time to get the fenders out of the boot. They've been here for a year. This is where I chronologically put them in the last video, or the fender video, so only fitting to take them from here. They've been in the paper this whole time, so there better not be any scratches on them. So guys, customizing fenders is not necessarily for everyone, but for me, it's always been a way to sort of differentiate your ski even more. Oh God. Like Christmas, but you do have to be very careful. Whoa, whoa, wee, wah! Man, they're very shiny. So that's the fenders on, and man, I'm getting excited. So last up, we have these fancy little white caps. Now they are the finishing touch to this trailer. They go on all of the different sizes. You can get pretty much tiny little baby all the way up to bad boy big ones, and you can get them in a range of different colors. They're relatively cheap to buy, so there's pretty much no excuse for this finishing touch. Let's pop them on. So, that's the trailer done, and look at it. So I hope you agree, this trailer has gone from a trailer that looked ready for the scrap to a trailer that belongs in a showroom. Powder coating is a game changer. Powder coating over galvanization literally gives you the rust prevention of the galvanization and the added benefit of that lovely aesthetic from the powder coating. Then with these fenders, all of the accent details like the snubber block, the winch strap, the handles, it just really sets it off against that powder coating. So the trailer looks every bit as good as I thought it would, but the bit you've all been asking for. Throughout this process, everyone's been asking me specific questions, so I'm going to try and go through those rapid fire. Megan, take it away. Okay, so the hardest part of the restore, that's got to be the prepping of the trailer, guys. Now, you can use an angle grinder like I did, but what I would say from experience now is just invest in a shot blaster. A shot blaster or a sand blaster, depends where you go. That's going to get into all the deep ingrained rust, and it's going to save you a ton of time. So, definitely the prepping. So long that I need a long nap. 1000%. I've had this argument many of a time. If you're powder coating over galvanization correctly and you're working with the right powder coater that knows how to gas out, and I'm not going to get into that because there's lots of details, watch this powder coating video here, then powder coating lasts a long, long time. I've had my trailers for powder coated for about, what would you say, Megs, 3 or 4 years, and I've not really had any chipping. The only place I get chipping is the axles, and that's because it's pressed suspension axles, so you have to have them automotively sprayed. Other than that, this stuff is durable as hell. I would say yes, definitely. If you can justify the cost of getting it galvanized first and then powder coated, 100%. It's going to be more effective than what I used. Now, I used a primer powder coating rust prohibitor, which has been really, really effective. But what I would say is galvanization, there's nothing that quite rivals it when it comes to rust protection. Probably not. And the reason for that is I've seen what Extreme are now doing with custom trailers, and they really do get trailers to the same level I would. Now, my argument for many, many years was no one gets trailers like I do if I restore them. Now, there are 1 or 2 things that are exclusive to doing it as a one-off yourself. Like, for example, spraying fenders. You're not really going to get that direct from manufacturer. Yes, you could probably pay extra and get them sprayed, but in reality, that is a Joe touch. But for me, restoring trailers is a fun process, but with how busy I am with the amount of skis I've got again, I'd probably just opt for buying new. How much does it cost, Joe? And is it cheaper to buy new? Well, I'll be making a video in my Jetski Trailer 101 series, which will cover off what is cheaper, restoring the one you have, like I have here, or buying new. It's gonna have lots of details in there, covering off the powder coating process, all the costs of the parts. It's gonna be a real juicy one. Like I said, that will be in the Jetski 101. I've ended up making 9 videos in this trailer mini series within the Raider series. It's taken a lot of attention off of the actual Raider, so I'm gonna get back to the ski. But if you wanna learn more about trailers, because it is a pivotal part of jet skiing, then this series is dedicated, hence why it's called Jetski Trailer 101 series. Is going to have brands reviews on there. It's going to have these resource sort of videos. It's got the dolly videos. So lots of cool stuff all related to jet ski trailers. So guys, thanks for watching this video or watching this series. It's been quite a long one, and I know you've had to be patient to see the completion of this trailer, but I hope you agree. It looks pretty fancy and I'm really, really happy with the results. So do the usual bit, hit the subscribe button, and obviously by watching these videos and supporting me, you do help keep the classics alive, and you're going to see a lot more of the Raider. Now the trailer's done, it's time to get out and have a bit more fun on the Raider, which has been put to the back seat because this trailer's taken center stage. But thanks for watching, guys.